Next
Mm,
question is yours, Alicia.
okay. Antonio is delusional and greedy. Praise God. How can he how can he be in love with Malia when he is for the streets?
For the
He has a
streets.
girlfriend and a fiance. I think he's just used to
No.
having who he wants when he wants. What are your thoughts? Um, I agree with every bit of that's like a three-parter there. And I agree with all that. He is very delusional, um, greedy. I don't think he's in love with Malia. I think she's something he hasn't conquered yet. Guys
There you
have
go.
their little list, or whatever. They have their what he hasn't been able to hit that yet. And for
With that.
him, especially since he's about to get married, and her interest is elsewhere, and he probably even feels he has something to do with that because he introduced her to Chan. um and he's like, oh yeah, this is my last shot. Like, what? You didn't have any shot. What are you talking about? Like,
Done
there
with
wasn't
it.
a first, second, third, fourth, or fifth. There was no shots. Like, you didn't know. um yeah, so I don't think he loves her. That's just, a quest for him. It says he has a girlfriend and a fiance. I think he's just used to having. Yeah, he is. That's why he has Deja and told Deja that she was replaceable while still having April on his arm. She's ready to go walk the aisle, and Deja's sitting over there crying about canceled dates, and he don't care either way. While all that's going on, he's still hoping to smash Malia, who came over for advice. So yeah, if he's used to buying it, throwing a little cash at it, and then he gets his way, that's what he knows. Now it's like, okay, what's the price tag?
What's that price tag
What's
look
the
like?
price tag? Malia's a business owner, and she ain't got no interest in her. Her thoughts is elsewhere. So, um, um, yeah, basically, he's used to, um, I wouldn't say get what he wants, because he wants Malia. Not necessarily. I don't think he wants to be in a relationship with her. He just, like I
No, he
said,
wants to
that's
conquer that mountain.
he needs. Yeah, and once he does, he could go settle down and be with April, and he could just, put that,
He can
mark
feel good
that
about his
off his
life.
bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So, um, those are my thoughts and why I don't like him this week.
I think you hit the nail on the head perfectly with that. And, it makes me think back to why he never said anything to Mike, about how Mike's been treating Malia over the years. Remember that one scene at the club? I think we were
Mm.
like, how come Antonio
Boys will
didn't
be
say anything?
boys.
And so I'm like, it's because y'all out being the same, game recognized game. You doing what
Game
he's
recognizes
doing
game.
too. So how you gonna speak up on what he doing? Because maybe he didn't want Mike to put what he was doing on blast. Oh no,
You
you ain't
know?
about to say nothing to me. So
Yeah, you ain't gonna check me, boo.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think like you made a good point about him not checking Mike about, some of the ways he's dealt with Malia, or even in the past, all the cheating that he knew was happening. I just definitely think that these men in this story, and not all men, but I think the men in this story, they have normalized cheating. It's like
Mm.
that's normal. If you don't have a couple of women, it's like, what's wrong with you? Are you gay? And I've heard people ask that question, like if a man's faithful, he's got to be gay because there ain't no way, you ain't never cheated. I'm not saying that, that you've never looked at another woman and thought she was attractive, but let me find out. And I don't have no bag like that. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Um, I fully, um, I fully agree with this question. I do think that Antonio is coming off very delusional and entitled. I think that the fact that he hasn't had Malia, in the words of Alicia, he ain't hit it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of just like, listen, I don't know what else I need to do for you, sis. Like, I'm already successful businessman. You know what I'm saying? I have multiple businesses. I go and I do as I please, and that's not appealing. It's not attractive to you. You don't like boss men. We like boss men, but you need to be available. You're not available, Holmes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a whole situation, a wife and a daughter. So, I mean, he's about to be married. He lives with her. So, yeah, you married. You married. So, I don't think that it's so much like he's in love with Malia. I think that he's just like, why haven't I been able to tap that? Like, I have been around men, who were friends or even some of my own relatives who will be like, oh, all of my homegirls, I hit all that at one point. And I'd be like, you and so, like, I thought y'all were like friends, friends. They'd be like, I mean, we good. But you know what I'm saying? I spent the night at her house and you know what I'm saying? It went down. I'm like, and it happened a few more times after that, but I'm saying, like, she's my girl. But it was like bragging rights. Like every woman in this room who's not family, I've slept with them. And I'm like, that's so weird. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's happened at least once. Like some of these people, they can't be around you unless they've left their DNA on you. They need to imprint
Mm.
everybody. Yeah, I'm not like that. Whatever. And like more like an imprint. Like,
You said DNA in on you. Mm.
well, like it's like the Twilight imprint, right? Some people
Right.
can't be around you if they feel like I need to be able to feel like I had bragging rights on you. I need to be able to feel like ain't nobody here I ain't knocked down. You know what I'm saying? I didn't knock down all the dominoes on this board. Like everybody got some.
Knockdown.
It's very, very egotistical though. You know what I'm saying? It's very dirty. Like you for the
Very.
community, you for the streets. Like nobody needs it. But yeah, I feel like he's selfish. I don't feel like even if he had the opportunity to be with Malia, I don't feel like he'd be like, I'm a changed man and I don't want to cheat anymore. And you're just my dream girl. No, you're the girl that I felt like I could not have. And now I proved myself wrong. I've knocked that card down too. So who's
Hmm.
next? Eva, Wendy, y'all want some? Malia sisters?
Oh Lord
Like,
Jesus, we defend.
Sandy? Victoria? Like, who want it? At some point, you just get full of yourself. If you're not careful, you need to be with everybody. So it's a little bit on the danger side, if you ask me. I think
Mm.
I'm next for the question. It says Antonio seems shocked that Malia wanted to be with Chan. How far do you think Antonio will go to keep Malia from Chan? Do you think he can stop what Chan and Malia have started? To answer that question backwards, no, I don't think that Antonio can stop what has been started. No,
Mm.
I don't think so. I do think that he seems shocked that she took a liking to him. And it's like, well, how far do you think that he'll go to stop it? I don't think he's going to go very far because he's scared of Chan. He was looking out his window. He was thinking to himself, like, over here. And like, he was thinking all, I mean, at one point he was like, man, she at my house this time of night. This don't look good. What if this fool is somewhere sitting down the street or got his people and now he's wondering, what is she doing inside that place with him? Do I need to take care of Antonio too? Because see, now he looked like he got his hand on my platter. We gonna have a problem, homeboy. So no, I don't feel like Antonio's going to go far to put a stop to anything. I think if anything, he might just be like one of the people like, you need to calm down, Mel. You're moving fast. Let it play out. Slow down. I think that's about as far as he'll go. Just try to give her, caution to just not throw yourself into the middle of the ocean and you can't swim. Malia has lost her damn mind. She is because I mean you would have to be crazy to go to your homeboy's house at 9:30 and she brought her own wine bottle. She didn't even wait for him to invite her. She was a woman on a mission. He opened the door. She was like, go put some clothes on because you over there in a towel. I don't want to see that. Where do you keep your wine? Oh, okay, over there. Okay, I'm gonna pour you some. I'm gonna pour me some wine. She came with her own alcohol and she wanted to talk. Okay, you have a beautiful home, by the way. This is really nice. Okay, so I got some questions about Mr. Chan Kong. Like, she was really on a mission. She didn't care about nothing. I'm like, sis, I'm never going to anybody's house asking questions about any man. So you think he likes me? You think I'm pretty enough for him? I don't care. Because if he wanted me, he knows where I'm at. I'm not hard to find. Nobody's beating down nobody's door looking for no man. Oh, I got questions. I'm asking the wrong person, actually. I should be asking you because you didn't suck the soul out of my fingers, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Yeah, baby, I would enjoy that. But we're not going to go down that road because I'm telling you, I got a problem. And I'm telling people too much about my life. Go ahead, ladies.
Um, yeah, I definitely agree. He's not going to be able to stop anything coming from Chan, and I do feel like he's more scared of Chan than he is willing to conquer Malia, put another notch on his totem pole, you know. So I think the fact that he knows how Chan moves, you know, with his surveillance, he's obviously had a run in with him before as far as surveillance, so that's why he's all worried about it. So yeah, I think that's going to keep Antonio um, tucked away because he knows who's the bigger dog, and it's not him.
Mhm. Kyrie,
Um,
did you answer Alicia? Sorry.
no, I didn't. Um,
I'm sorry.
I think he was shocked, but I think it wasn't. I don't think he was shocked so much that Malia wanted to be with Chan. I think he was shocked because he genuinely thought that she was over there to see him and to, surprise him with something. Like it was that kind of shock. Like, oh wait, what? Hold on, wait, you weren't here
Oh,
for this?
oh, you didn't come here for Pound Town?
Right.
Damn.
Like I thought we was about to. Oh snap.
No, we about to light
So
them sheets up.
right. It's one of the, like that kind of shock, and like both
Right.
of you have said, he's scared of Chan. He was like, F, I can't do nothing about this because, I'm
Mhm.
gonna get killed. So I don't think he's not gonna go anywhere. It's not how far do you think he's gonna go? He ain't even gonna start. He know not to bark up that tree. And he definitely ain't gonna be able to stop what's going on. It's actually gonna be a little funny and oddly satisfying to watch him crumble with them two, watching them two get together and stuff. So, yeah, basically what you two said. Same thing. He ain't gonna get far. He ain't gonna be able to stop what's going on, and yeah, that goes to his, him being that butthole, thinking, she's over there to come deliver the goods, and that's
Pound
not what
Town.
was
She go to Pound Town.
happening.
That's what he was thinking. He was like, she going to Pound Town. Like that's what she wants. No, she didn't go over there for your sausage. She just came over as as a friend. But isn't that strange? Like you would go to see a male friend and get some advice, and automatically he thinking because you showed up, oh, you want this. So egotistical. That would not be the first thing if I saw you at the door. I'd be thinking, because I know what he came over here for. He don't want to. He don't want to. He don't want to. Borrow that power drill. What?
He's
Yeah,
like, oh,
he
you've been
did like
talking your stuff
neighbors,
too.
whatever, friends or family. What? Yeah, I'm not. Whoa, wow. People be thinking some crazy stuff. Like,
So we've
okay,
upgraded from hammer to power drill.
no, I was saying, maybe
I'm
though.
sorry, I did have
Um,
to walk away for a minute. I just heard power drill.
no, what I was
I was
saying
like,
was that
wait.
it's so crazy that he assumed that she came there for some private encounter. Like, like I just would not assume if I opened up my door and I saw somebody that I knew that they were coming to my house, for anything crazy. They might be like, "Hey, can I borrow your lawnmower that I don't possess, or I don't have any grass out here either." But like I do have other stuff. I have a leaf blower and I have like a little hedges little thingy that we cut back the stuff, whatever that grows over the fence. Um, or trees and stuff. So I wouldn't assume that it was something sexual. Just okay. Just crazy how people be thinking stuff though. So that's where the power drill. Like I'm just saying, you could come over and be borrowing T's power drill. Wouldn't think it was something strange. You talking about some? Did we upgrade from pound to the power drill? We went from the hammer
Sorry,
to
I
Pound
heard
Town.
power drill,
To the,
girl. I heard power drill, and the way you had said it, it sounded like it was a question. Like, what? Did you want this power drill or whatever? And I had to walk away for a minute. I was like, wait, did she just say, "Are we upgrading here? It's no longer a hammer."
we have
We just
created
had a
people. We
battery
have gone
operated.
from that hammer to Pound Town. Now we talking about power drills. Probably got to edit this out.
Our
Who has
next
the next
question.
question?
Our next question. It seems like Malia is doing way too much going to Antonio's house and asking about Chan. Why is she so obsessed with this man? Because she has problems and she needs therapy, honestly. Uh, as much as I love my girl, she is doing team too much over here. Um, Definitely. But I think we talked about that a lot, earlier. She's just hasn't been in a relationship for 5 years, having all these dreams. It must mean
Them
something. It
stupid
has to mean
dreams.
something.
It has to mean
It's
something.
just too, so she's just overcome with emotion and she's just doing too much. And then when you bottle that with some wine and alcohol,
You know.
you're going to be team too much all day and night. So
I think
I
it's so
think she's
like it
starting,
almost seems
huh?
she seems like she's reverting back to being like a teenage girl.
That's what I'm saying.
You,
I was thinking that she's starting to spiral a little bit here.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems like she's reverting back to like teenage girls style of like behavior. Like we have a mutual friend, and I'm gonna find out what Donnie thinks about me. Girl, stop! It's like you're grown. You don't need to be trying to figure out what he said about you. Because if he wanted to say it to you, he would have said it to you. He would have pulled up on you. You know what I'm saying? He would have said it to you, but he hasn't said it. So I'm definitely not going to be fishing friends out of water and be like, so I just wanted to know, does he talk about me? Not give you a Negro spiritual. I'm not asking questions. That's none of my business what he thinks about me or doesn't think about me. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I feel like we see some like it's such a like a naivety or whatever you want to say. Like there's a naiveness that's happening here and it's happening big time. But I also think that it goes back to like she has such a lack of dating history. Mike was like her end all be all. They put them together like when they was young, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all date through high school and all that, and then throughout college. So she was like, she's gone on dates, but she's never really had a really serious relationship. He has been her one and only serious relationship. He's the only guy she's ever slept with. So she really doesn't know how to navigate this whole world of dating. Like she's trying her best. But I think it just goes to she has a lot of like this is a lack of experience completely. Because again, I'm not ever going to my friend's house, day, night, morning, noon, whatever. I'm not going to nobody's house and you are a married man, or you have a girlfriend who lives with you, or even if she doesn't live with you, it's probably not the best look because I'm not gonna be in no mess. You know what I'm saying? Susie ain't gonna come to me like, when I heard you was at my house. So what? No, play just like I'm just like, people take things and you can have a nosy neighbor who tries to run. I saw this woman at your house and she has a black SUV. I don't need it. You know what I mean? And so I am the human being that I'm gonna go out of my way to figure out how do we avoid this drama. You know what I mean? Like, how could this be perceived? Let's be honest, she could have FaceTimed him. She could have called him, but she was like, I want answers. Ain't nobody getting off the phone with me until I get what I want. She had bossed up, but I don't think it was for like the right cause. That's just me. What are your thoughts, Alicia?
I think that was a great point. Her reverting back to being that teenage girl. She was in that relationship with Mike for so long and then never dated anyone after. She really doesn't have that history of how to conduct herself. When you're a kid, you're going to go and check, call
You
your
do.
brother, call your friend. Y'all going to get together and link up and then talk about, the situation. So that's probably
Hmm.
exactly what she was thinking. That makes so much sense when you put it
Right.
into that context.
Corinna
Yeah.
found a nice, respectful way to put it. I was saying, "Oh my gosh, she is childish." That was the first thing that came to my head. Like, gosh, she act like a little girl. What's wrong with her? Running to folks' house for something she could easily put together. She was I'm like, you run businesses, you got education, you got all this going on, and you can't figure out one and two. Um, but that.
Nice.
Um, when she said, "Why is she so obsessed with this man?" The first thought was, yeah, like Karina said, he don't suck the soul out her fingers,
You
and
did.
he's so fine and
So fine.
interested, and he's already shown
So
himself to
fine.
be kind of a
Mm,
protector, and this is the man,
so fine.
literally the man of her dreams.
Hmm.
He's teamed too much as far as
Way too
everything
much.
she wants. So she's gonna do the most, I guess. Even coming to Antonio's house, acting like they were roommates more than friends. She pushed right past the door. Where the wine
Bye.
glasses at? Here, boom, boom, boom. Laughed at the neighbor. She was way comfortable. Um,
Too comfortable.
and so too, yeah, way too comfortable. So yeah, I think she was doing way too much, especially in the
Way too
middle of the
much.
night.
Too
That was
much.
definitely a phone call or something that could have
Listen,
waited the next day. Like, you know what? You know that dude you introduced me to? Like, how'd y'all meet? Like, what's going on with that? What's
right.
with that? You said anything instead of, boom, 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 boom in the middle of the night? You see the Negro just got out the shower. She didn't even sit there like, oh, my bad. Like, she's like, is this a good
She
time?
didn't
While she
care.
already went in the house. Yeah.
She didn't
So
care.
she was doing too much.
It was way too much.
Yeah. And so she's definitely, that's the word, obsessed, childish and obsessed with
Childish and obsessed. She's allowed this dream life to take her to a height of desperation and near insanity. I mean, I know he fine, but sis, is he that? Like, nobody should be that fine to the point where you just making all types of wrong moves. You don't go to people's house in the middle of the night. I'm not going to your house, period. You are in a relationship. Like, and even if he was a single guy, I still was not going to pull up at his house at no 9:30 at night. He might have company. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, that could just look really, really bad. And then he might got somebody over there like, so your friends just show up at 9:30 at night. No, I don't want to be in the center of no scandal. Okay. So I'm not doing that. I know your phone number if I need to call, but I'm not going to do that either because this is stupid. Yeah, I'm not liking you that much. I'm sorry. I won't do it. We're not 16. We grown, grown. Next question is mine. It says, I want to know more about Deja's story. She seems like an interesting character. Will we be seeing more from her? I definitely want to see more with Deja. It's, after Antonio let her know, oh, okay, so you done, huh? Okay. Well, you cut off and he let her know that, he can replace her and that she won't be getting her weekly allowance anymore. And, he talked real crazy and whatnot to her. They just started thinking, dang, man, he talking stupid now. So in her mind, she's like, I'm not going back to the strip club. Deja started to kind of go through a little bit of her life and thinking. It said that, she used to pack dope for somebody she was with before in the past. I'm here packing bricks, not beating up people's dads, but definitely packing bricks and stripping. So, he's got her now sitting comfortable and she doesn't want to go back to that. So, yeah, I'm a little interested about who Deja is, where she comes from. And so we will see a little bit more about her. So definitely stay tuned to figure out what's going to happen because something's going to happen. Ladies.
I definitely believe we will see more of her. Now, in what context is like that's
Mm-hmm.
where it's going to be interesting at because
Right.
she has a daughter and she has a very
Mm-hmm.
seedy past. So
Mm-hmm.
Antonio might be burying himself here. Like, you know what? You cut off. Some people, it said in a book, that's not an option for her. She's not going back to that. So it's
No, she's
like
not going back.
where she how far is she about to take it? Like, oh, you about to cut me off? Hold on, I could let me throw something on these flames real quick. She might reach back out to some dope boys. He could get hurt,
Mm-hmm.
because she said she's not going back to stripping. She's not, but I know people that's in that lifestyle, stripping and drugs and stuff. They make friends, they get acquaintances, they have contacts, have connects, and if she already, she's completely dependent on him and that money for her and her daughter. You never know. She probably got her baby up in a private school somewhere, and them fees got to be paid. Or, you know, don't mess with a mother, a desperate one, especially one that has a CD pass, because that could come back to bite you. So he might think he's doing something by cutting her off, but it could go a whole nother way. She's trying. I
Exactly.
feel like almost like she's being nice. Like, okay, okay, wait, okay. But
That's
then
not
when
that's
he's
not
like,
your
no,
thing.
no, no, this is what you wanted, right? And it's like, oh, okay. I'm not gonna be back on the pole, so we about to figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's yeah. I actually, yeah, I would like to see her back in that light, not as a
Yeah.
beggar and no, please, just for my coins. Like I'd be up in the price. Like you know what? It did only cost you 5 G's. Now that might run you 10 to 15 for this disrespect.
In your mouth.
That's just my
Oh,
thing.
so now we find out Alicia does have a price. Uh huh. For that
No, I don't.
disrespect.
I don't. That Deja does. I don't. That was Deja. That wasn't me. That wasn't Lily. Deja had to come up for a minute. Deja's like, hold on, nigga, because I'm not about to be back on that pole. I'm not about to.
That was me.
Now, yeah, you got to choose the price before, but now I'm in control. That's Deja. That ain't Lily.
Oh,
Lily ain't
too
gonna be caught up in
funny.
no mess because I ain't gonna be disrespected in the first place. So, no,
I
ma'am.
love it. It wasn't me. It was Deja.
That was Deja. Yeah, she
Okay, so
crazy.
earlier when I was saying what I was saying, that wasn't me either. We was talking hypothetical. That was different 2.0 or whatever. Yeah, I mean,
These characters come
honest,
out sometime.
like in my mind, I like because I'm a writer, so I'm crazy, right? But in your mind, like you think about these things. But I'd be like in real life, I'd be like, no, I'm just gonna stay home. That's me. You know what I mean? I can't go nowhere. Like I told Kyrie and I told Alicia, I said, I've been at home for the last 6 days, but I haven't even stepped outside. She's like, came out the front porch. Like, I'm in house arrest. You know what I'm saying? And for
Mhm.
no reason, like, I don't go nowhere. I'm not that exciting. So somebody would have to send me a bag. We have a Zoom relationship. We have a FaceTime relationship. I'm like, we're not doing that. I get it. So it's not really going to work.
Till Antonio call you. I'm not gonna be able to log on because something else came up. I'll send you a new link next week. Like what? What? A new link? Mm.
A new link next week. I love it.
Hmm.
Any final thoughts on this episode? And my necklace is being stupid. Any final
Well, if you
thoughts?
want to, if you want to know more about Deja's story, buckle up and keep reading.
Buckle up, baby. Yeah.
Buckle up.
Because these next two chapters, crazy,
Woo-wee.
crazy. Hmm.
Mm.
Well, that's it for us today with Rose City, the after show. Thank you for tuning in for this episode. We hope you enjoyed our discussion on episode 19. Don't forget to tune in next week. We will be diving into episode 20. If you haven't already read, what are you waiting for? The first 3 episodes are free on Kindle Vella, so there's really no reason for you not to check out this amazing story. We're sure you'll be hooked. We're hooked. New episodes are being published every week. We love hearing from our readers. Genuinely, we do. So please add your thoughts, your questions, your theories to the comments or reach out to us on Rose City The After Show on Facebook. All links will be provided in the description. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again in Rose City next week. Bye.